tipped out to Durant. Back to Thompson for three. Bang!
Siakam on the drive, raises up, slams it home, and it's a one-point game.
The Warriors' roller coaster season is on the brink of a legendary turnaround. And we're not just talking about points on the scoreboard. Before now, the Warriors were drowning in L's faster than a seagull in clam chowder, raising the question, what's going on in Dub Nation? But hold on. With the return of the incredible Draymond Green, the Golden State saga is about to take a thrilling twist that you won't want to miss. Join us in this video as we walk you through the Warriors' looming comeback that's bound to redefine the game. The Oracle buzzes with a question mark hanging heavy in the air. It's the Golden State Warriors, champions just a year ago, yet their record reads like a forgotten fairy tale. Losses pile up, Steph Curry's magic axe starts to flicker, and a familiar face, Klay Thompson, seems stuck in the shadows. But hold on, Warriors Nation. This isn't over yet. This team, etched with championship DNA, isn't about to pack it in. The turnaround is coming, a phoenix rising from the ashes of doubt. But for the flame to truly roar, Klay Thompson, the Splash Brother himself, needs to rediscover his fire. Why Klay Thompson needs to do better for the Warriors to rise again. Let's face it, Klay hasn't been himself. The injuries, the doubters, the pressure, they've all cast the long shadow. His shot, once a laser beam, is now searching for its target. His confidence, once brighter than Chef Curry's handles, flickers like a candle in the wind. But remember, this is Klay Thompson, the man who once scored 60 points in 29 minutes. The silent assassin who drains threes with nonchalant confidence. The Splash Brother who painted the NBA landscape with Curry in a symphony of fire. That Klay is still there, cooking beneath the surface. He flashes like a lightning bolt in a storm. Moments of brilliance reminding us of the best that lies within. But we need more than flashes. We need the inferno, the sustained heat that turns games into Warriors' strongholds. So, Klay, here's your call to arms. The fans, the team, Steph, they all believe. We see the fire in your eyes, the hunger in your game. Now, unleash it. Let the doubters drown in the splash of your threes. Let the critics choke on the smoke of your confidence. Remember the roar of the Oracle when you hit that game-winning shot against Cleveland? Remember the confetti raining down, the champagne showers, the pure joy? That's what awaits on the other side of this slump, brother. But you gotta chase it, ignite it, become the inferno that leads the Warriors back to the promised land. But here's the thing about fire, it needs a spark to catch. And the Warriors, they're stacking kindling. Draymond's defensive intensity is a simmering ember. Steph's gravity on the court is a steady heat source. The young guns, Wiseman and Moody, are sparks waiting to be fanned. All they need is Klay to find his flint. One game, one shot, one moment of pure, unadulterated Klayness. A three-pointer from the corner, arcing through the air like a flaming comet, silencing the doubters and igniting the fire within. A defensive steal, a fast break, a thunderous dunk that shakes the rafters and reminds everyone why Klay Thompson is called the Splash Brother. That's the spark. That's the turning point. Because once Klay finds his flame, it's contagious. The whole team catches fire. Steph's threes become nuclear bombs. Draymond's intensity becomes a supernova. The young guns erupt in a dazzling display of offensive fireworks. The Oracle becomes a pyre of passion, roaring with the heat of a team reborn. This isn't wishful thinking. This is the Warriors' DNA. This is what they've been built for. This is the fire that forged their dynasty. And it's still there, waiting to be rekindled. So don't count the Warriors out yet. Don't write off Klay Thompson, because when the fire catches, it burns brightest in the darkest times. And the Golden State Warriors, with Klay Thompson finding his flame, are about to light the NBA on fire. Apart from Klay Thompson regaining his form, another spectacular thing that could change the Warriors season is Draymond Green's return. The highly anticipated return of Draymond Green to the Golden State Warriors has brought a mix of excitement and curiosity among fans. After an absence of over a month, Green made a notable comeback in Monday night's game, marking the first time in nearly a decade that he came off the bench during a regular season match. However, the Warriors faced a tough loss despite Green's return. While some signs of rust were evident and his 3 turnovers contributed to the team's struggles, it's essential to recognize that the Warriors actually outscored the Memphis Grizzlies by a point during the 24 minutes Green played. In contrast, they were outscored by 10 points in the 24 minutes he spent on the bench. Green's presence, though not a panacea, is undoubtedly a positive for the Warriors. Yet the question remains, Can Draymond Green fix the Warriors and help them overcome their challenges? His leadership, despite facing 3 ejections and 2 suspensions, one's indefinite, is a valuable asset. The Warriors, currently grappling with turnover issues that Green himself has struggled with in the past, hope that his return can contribute to solving their free-falling defense. During Green's absence, the Warriors experienced a defensive slump, ranking 28th in the NBA with a garbage-time adjusted defensive rating of 124.1, according to Cleaning the Glass. Green has a history of almost single-handedly revitalizing the team's defense, as seen in the 2021-22 season when his return turned things around, leading to a championship. However, this season poses a tougher challenge. The team's defense is at its worst during the Steve Kerr era, with the fundamental issue being identified as poor one-on-one defense. Green's renowned help on defense and leadership may provide a boost, but it's clear that a collective effort is needed to address the root of the problem. The spotlight falls on individual players, with Andrew Wiggins having a challenging season and ranking shockingly low in defensive metrics. The absence of Gary Payton II due to injury is felt, and the aging core of Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, and Chris Paul adds to the defensive concerns. While each player can hold their own in specific matchups, the collective defensive strength seems to be a vulnerability waiting to be exploited. Expecting Green to single-handedly save the team might be unfair, especially considering he's also been a reason for some of the team's struggles. A potential solution might involve exploring trades, such as moving Wiggins for a player better suited to the team's current needs. The Warriors, who are running out of time to reverse their course this season, need a bit of magic from Draymond Green and the entire team to turn things around. The possibility of still getting Pascal Siakam is another factor that can induce a change in the Warriors season. Let's see how he would have changed the Warriors if he had been traded to them. Let's face it, Siakam would have been a game changer if the Warriors had gotten him. He's not just another name on the trade board. He's a 2-time All-Star, a force of nature on the court, and a player who seamlessly weaves scoring punch with defensive lockdown. Imagine him alongside Stephen Curry, a dynamic duo raining fire on defenses, leaving them chasing shadows. Picture him flanking Draymond Green, a twin tower terror shutting down the paint, sending shivers down opponents' spines. The what-if burns bright. Siakam's scoring prowess is undeniable. He averages 17.4 points this season, his highest since the Raptors' championship run. His offensive arsenal is a kaleidoscope of power drives, crafty mid-range jumpers, and even respectable three-point daggers. Steph Curry, no longer burdened by double teams, would find endless space to unleash his three-point barrage. The Oracle would erupt in a symphony of swishes, a championship tune conducted by 2 all-star maestros. But wait, just how good is Pascal Siakam? How good has Pascal Siakam been? Remember the name Pascal Siakam? The Toronto Raptors all-star forward who powered them to an NBA championship in 2019? Well, this season, he's got a new address: Indiana. Traded to the Pacers in February 2024, Siakam's injected a much-needed dose of energy into a team hungry for playoff contention. Let's take a closer look at how he's been doing in his new Indiana digs. Leaving the familiar red and black of the Raptors for the blue and gold of the Pacers was a big change for Siakam. But he's embraced the new challenge, fitting seamlessly into Coach Carlisle's system. Siakam's versatility is on full display, showcasing his scoring prowess, playmaking skills, and defensive tenacity. Last season, Siakam averaged a solid 24.2 points per game, his highest since the 2019-20 championship season. He's attacking the basket with his signature blend of power and finesse, finishing strong through traffic and drawing fouls when needed. His mid-range game is smooth and reliable, and he's even knocking down threes at a respectable 36% clip. Siakam isn't just a scorer, he's a facilitator too. He also averaged 5.5 assists per game last season, finding open teammates with pinpoint passes and crafty drives and kicks. His chemistry with young guard Tyrese Halliburton is blossoming, forming a dynamic duo that's keeping defenses honest. Siakam's defensive versatility is also a valuable asset for the Pacers. He can guard multiple positions, from quick guards to burly forwards. His long arms and active hands disrupt passing lanes and force turnovers, while his athleticism allows him to contest shots effectively. Siakam's impact goes beyond the stat sheet. He's brought a winning mentality to Indiana, leading by example with his hustle and determination. His infectious energy elevates his teammates, making them play harder and believe in themselves. While Siakam's been playing well, the Pacers are still navigating the Eastern Conference gauntlet. Integrating Siakam seamlessly into the offense has taken time, and finding consistent wins against playoff contenders remains a challenge. However, the future looks bright for Siakam and the Pacers. His talent and leadership are undeniable, and Coach Carlisle's experience in building championship teams is a valuable asset. If they can keep improving their chemistry and overcome adversity, the Pacers could well find themselves in the thick of the playoff race come April. So, has Pascal Siakam's Indiana experiment been a success? The answer is a resounding yes. He has revitalized his career, has become a key piece of the Pacers' puzzle, and has reminded everyone why he's one of the most talented players in the NBA. Keep an eye on Siakam and the Pacers because they're a team on the rise, ready to make some noise in the playoffs and beyond. What do you have to say about this Warriors' looming change and Siakam's stellar career? Let us know down in the comment section below.